Hey, Andrew Logan here. Welcome to another YouTube video, and today I want to be talking about this phrase. How many times have you heard people, especially at events, especially up on stage, and they're saying, you need to treat this like a business if you want to get paid like a business? And I know I can say it on stage. I'll sit there on stage at events and say, hey, who knows that they need to treat this like a business? And every hand goes up. Every single hand in the audience goes up. Then you ask the follow-up question. What does it actually mean to treat this like a business? Who knows how to treat this like a business? And suddenly about 97% of the hands have gone down. And that's one of the big struggles. It is such a popular term. It's a very important term, and the term is correct. There's nothing wrong with the term. It's just that not everyone understands what it actually means to run a business. Because most people who come into this network marketing industry haven't run a business before. Now that is awesome. That is one of the best things about our industry, is that you can come in with very little experience, very little cash flow, few skills, stuff like that. But if you come in with burning desire, you can totally change your life. That's why I love this business model. My old business, I had to come in with a university degree, I had to come in with a fair amount of money, and I had to come in with some decent skills before I could step into the business world. Now we don't have those challenges in network marketing, but that also means that a lot of people come in not understanding what it means to treat it like a business. So just saying to them, hey, go out and treat it like a business, we're kind of missing the second half of the conversation. And that's what I want to do for you today. So I want to go through kind of three major things. There's a number of things when it means to, when we talk about treating like a business, but here are three major things that we have to understand when it comes to running a business. Now the first thing is understanding that in a business, it is about what you do, what you produce, over how long you are there. That's one of the biggest things. In employment, most employment jobs, most employment situations, it is about if you show up for 40 hours, we will pay you X. You show up at 8 a.m. and you leave at 5 p.m. and we'll pay you this much money. That is a time-based process. In business, the time you spend in business is fairly irrelevant because it's what value do you give to the marketplace. So you can't sit there and say, I spent 8 hours on my business today. You have to say, I had 10 conversations, 3 follow-ups, I made 4 new connections, I reached out to 3 new leaders, or whatever it is. I produced X volume of product this week. Our team shifted 10,000 points worth of volume for our company this week. They're the conversations that a business owner has. The business owner says, well, everyone in the team spent 40 hours on their business. The business owner is saying, okay, how many things did you do? How many tasks did you complete? So in your own mind, you have to understand that, you know what? I've just spent an hour scrolling. No. I'm going to go onto social media and I'm going to connect with 3 people. I'm going to join 3 groups. I'm going to follow 3 hashtags. I'm going to comment on 3 influencers' posts. Whatever it is, you need to have task-based duties in your day. Second one, this is a really big one to me. Businesses have budgets. Okay, businesses have business plans and businesses have budgets. Business owners have accountants they go to if they don't quite know how to make a budget. But the key is that when you have a business, you need to pay yourself last. That's one of the big things that we really struggle with in this industry. Simon Sinek has a great book, Leaders Eat Last. Business owners pay themselves last. In a business, you have fixed operating costs. So again, in a traditional small business, you have your rent, you have all the plant and equipment that you need, you have your staff, you have your bills, you have all these kind of fixed operating costs essentially. In a job, you walk in, you get paid and you leave, and you get your paycheck at the end of the week, and taxes come out and anything else has come out, and that leftover bit of money is yours. That's yours. In a business, and in your business, you're gonna get a check from your company every week, but they haven't taken out your tax yet. They haven't taken out any other government fees. They haven't taken out your fixed operating costs. They haven't taken out your running costs, your investing budget, okay? What you're gonna reinvest back into your business. And if you don't know what those costs are, you need to go to someone who can help you. Now again, one of the greatest things about this business is that you can come in for a few $100s and start a business. A general small business is going to cost you 6+ figures. taken you 6+ figures to start the business, buy your equipment, pay your staff, you generally know what those costs are. But in this business, we do have running costs. We do need to budget for events. We do need to have customer service budgets, helping our team and helping our customers. We do need to budget for travel for major conferences or anything like that. We need to budget into our own personal development. And if we want financial freedom, we need to be putting money aside to budget into other investing, okay? All of these things need to come first and you then pay yourself last. Now, a lot of you might be listening to this and like, oh, but boring, like if I put money away for tax and I put money away for this and I put money, there might not be much left. And I get that. But this is the ultimate side hustle. This is a wealth creation vehicle. And we tell people this is a 3 to 5 to 7 year business plan, right? So we can't get so caught up in our very first early paychecks. We need to create these habits of having budgets in place from day one. And I'll tell you, if you're not putting money away for tax when you're earning $100 a week, the tax man's gonna come back and find you. And if you're getting to the point where you're making $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 and you've never created that budget, it is so much harder to create at the end. And worse, it's even more. And when it's $100, your tax might be $5 or $10. When it's $10,000, your tax is about $5,000. You need to understand that you need to prepare for that because the government will catch up. And unfortunately, I've seen 6 and 7 figure earners lose everything because they didn't understand tax. They didn't have a budget. And years later, the government finally caught up and they had to sell everything. Everything. I mean, think about that. Think about 3 or 4 years of 6-figure tax bills, like all suddenly showing up and hey, you've got to pay this very, very soon. So we have to have budgets. We have to plan for these things. We have to know that we pay ourselves last. So that is why we should never rush to the door. Understand that like a lot of people have unhappy work lives, and negative environments, and we need to change our life drastically. I totally get that. But this is the ultimate side hustle on our way to financial freedom. And if we rush to full time and then we don't have those budgets in place, we can get ourselves in a lot of trouble. Yes, leaving the workplace is incredible. Yes, getting out of that door place. Yes, it's incredible. But do it properly, do it smartly, do it sustainably. Now, the final one is we're talking business. We're talking a little bit earlier. I mean, you've heard income producing activities. You've got to do your IPAs. It's not about the time you spend, it's about the tasks that you do, the income producing activities. Now, it's the same here that we need to work with IPPs. And IPPs are income producing people. One of the greatest challenges of running a business is that you can't take everyone with you to the top. And the bigger your business, the more people you work with, the more people who will also want your time. The more people who are going to be saying, hey, can you help me with this? What do I say to this person? How do I do that? And that's why systems and tools are very, very important in your business. But we also need to understand that budgeting our own time and making sure that we're working predominantly with the people who are producing the predominant amount of income for our business is very, very important. Now that may mean your best friend isn't one of the income producing people. And that may mean that you have to put that friendship to the side from a business point of view. When you're in your business mode, when you're in your business mindset, when you're in your business activities, you need to be working with income producing people. And everyone else has to have a second priority down the track. That doesn't mean you leave them as a friend. That doesn't mean you kick them out of your life, but you understand prioritizing income producing activities with income producing people. And too often we flip it around. Too often we kind of, oh, this person needs my help. This person really, really wants it. And then we've got someone over here who's actually doing it. I'm like, oh, they're doing it, they're fine. No, we have to focus on them first. This may be your best friend. This person may need it more than anyone else. But it's a bad business decision. It is a very bad financial decision to not support the income producing people first. I'm not saying we don't support these people. I'm just saying we support them after we've supported our income producing people. So these are 3 of the things that help you treat this like a business. Make sure you understand the tasks that will actually bring income in. What are the income producing activities? What are the tasks that will bring volume into my business or volume for my company first. Do them first, focus on that over the time you're spending. Have a budget, pay yourself last, and budget your time as well. Budget your money and budget your time, because if you want time and money, you have to invest time and money, and you have to invest them correctly. The two most important things we have in our life are our time or our focus. Use them wisely, use them on the people who are going to help you reach your financial freedom goals. You help them reach your financial freedom goals. If there are other people who aren't willing to get to the events, they're not willing to personally develop, not willing to work on themselves, you can't carry them with you to the top. Unfortunately, that is a business decision. Now, if you're having trouble with any of these, if you're having trouble building a business, click the link below. You can grab a free copy of my book, The Way Out. It's the 7 steps to financial freedom through network marketing. It will take you through the step-by-step process to build your business, launch, grow the team, and then put your money to work. How to actually budget. We've got a whole chapter on budgeting going through that process. Guys, otherwise, if you've got value out of this, don't forget to click like and subscribe, and we'll see you on another video soon. Bye.